So how did you even buy that dress? Who said you to buy that dress, or how did you make the decision to buy that dress, that specific dress? So that is being influenced by the marketers. Okay, so it could be you might be thinking that even my friend has suggested me to do this, or somebody has suggested me to do this. But the truth is that your friend is suggesting because your friend is influenced by the marketer, the marketing strategy that is behind the company. Okay, so no product in this world can be directly sold to the customer without marketing. I mean, there might be few products which are very good, but at least in the initial stages, you need to definitely market your product. And when I say marketing, it does not mean only running ads and all. Marketing is way more big. We'll look at it today. Okay. So, can anybody say what do you understand by marketing? This term.
Promoting your products.
Okay. And
Marketing means uh, like there are lots of things comes under marketing,
yeah. So,
branding.
hmm, what is the first thing that you get in mind?
Convincing the customers to buy
Yeah.
that product is
Okay.
marketing.
Yeah. So, how do you convince your customers?
By
Mm,
showing your product, I mean, not just showing, by explaining and making them understand what we are doing it and
Hello.
how it helps them, or how it add a value to them.
Showing them how you wanna feel after purchasing the product.
Okay.
For
Okay.
me, for me, Teja bhai, it's like creating the need of the product. Like, why do you need that product first of all, uh, and then create a value, as Sindhu said.
Okay. Uh, One second. Yeah. Okay, so how do we do that is the question. So everybody is true. So there is no wrong answer in this. Marketing is promotion, marketing is branding, marketing is advertising, marketing is making people to decide who is, I mean, who is going to purchase. But how do we do that? What is the process behind this? Is what we are going to see today. Okay. So if you have heard, if from the very beginning we have been saying ki, you need to focus on the lowest hanging fruit, right? So who is the initial customer that you are going to target, and what is the how is the person, what is the type of person, and how does he look? Everything needs to be taken care. So, but considering all these factors, there is something called as marketing mix. Okay. So there are four P's in marketing. Anybody know this? Yes, Abhi?
Yeah, this is the four P's of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. All
Okay.
together. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. I'll just give you a description of what exactly these four P's are. So these four P's are how will tell you how you can market your product, and what exactly is your product, and what are the platforms or the places that you can use as platforms to promote your products. Okay. So first thing is product. So what do you mean by product? Can anybody give an example of a product?
Like, there are two types of product. First is physical product, and second is service. So they
Yeah, yeah.
both comes under product. So physical product, you can take example of any food chain like burger, Pepsi, or keychain, dress, something like product. And service, like I am providing transportation, or service like banking services, educational, someone is teaching, so the teaching is your product. That's the thing.
Exactly. So we'll, for the convenience sake, we'll take the example of very popular brand, which is Apple. Okay. So the product in Apple company is its iPhone, right? The latest model, I think it's iPhone 15, 15, 15 Pro Max and all these things. So if we go deep into this product, what is this iPhone 15 Pro Max? So it is the upgraded version of iPhone 14. But what is the difference in it, iPhone 14 and 15? The camera would be upgraded, or the processor would be more efficient, or the design looks will be more good. The battery would be more giving standby. So all these comes under the product. So when we talk about product, the first thing that needs to come in mind is the value proposition. So from the very starting, we have been saying this, right? Like you need to be focusing on your problem, and if you are clear with your problem, then the next thing comes is value proposition. What value you are going to give to your customer in such a way that it solves the problem of the customer. Okay. So whenever you are upgrading your product, and or at least whenever in the initial stage you are bringing out your product, you are making a product, the value proposition will be depending on your product only. Okay, so how are you going to provide value using that specific product to the customer? Everything comes under this product. Okay, so and next comes pricing. Pricing is very simple. It is a cost. I mean, it is a amount that customer is paying you to buy that product, to buy that value. That would be more making sense. So let's say let's take the example again of Apple only. So iPhone 15 Pro Max or iPhone 15, it is costing us around 1 lakh rupees, and 15 Pro Max it would be around 1 lakh 30,000 or 1 lakh 40,000 rupees. So how did they price this product? Okay, so can anybody say how did they price this product?
The making cost, material cost, and
Yeah.
the
So
labor included all.
how much do you think that they the cost on is going into making of one iPhone?
The cost is also decided based upon the brand value, right? So
Yeah.
I think 30 to 40,000.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
approximately.
Let's take the assumption ki 30 to 40,000 is been pushed into production to make one piece of iPhone 15 or 15 Pro Max, but they are selling it for 1 lakh 50,000, 1 lakh 40,000. So that is so much, right? They are gaining a profit margin of more than 1 lakh rupees. So how did they come up with this price? How did they say that I'll sell at this price point only? Is my question.
The brand value, the value they have created in the market, and
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
this would be one thing.
they research about the market and they know people can pay this much.
Okay, okay. So I'll just go even more deeper in this. Okay. So when we talk about pricing, you need to look at your value proposition firstly. Okay, so let's take the example of Apple 15 Pro Max, and just imagine the product. You are holding the product, and whenever you look at the product, it feels very good. It is designed very well, and the battery backup is so good, very much improved. And if you look at the camera quality, and there is some new features which makes I mean the professional photographers to fall in a dilemma ki whether I buy a DSLR or whether I buy an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Right. It has taken the product to such extent. Right. So their value proposition is very simple. I need to provide a product which is challenging the present market. Right. So, so in terms of camera, they have been competing with. I mean, they have made their camera in such a way that it is competing very directly with DSLR cameras, and their processing power. So in the entire world, this there is a statement key in this entire world. No other mobile can beat the processing power of Apple phone. It is said to be the best processing phone in the entire world. So just think of these things. Such a good camera, such good value proposition, very good battery life. Battery life would be the other products would be even more better than Apple. but think about the different things. I mean, the performance and the camera. So who would buy this kind of products? What kind of people would buy this? Uh,
The people who have like now they have completed their basic need of phone. What is that? That is calling and all, but now they want more powerful phone. Like they want high storage, they want high performance quality for for longer run and more security they want.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so exactly. So people who are looking, I will be going through the case study of Apple also in upcoming slides. So we'll take the assumption of Pratik only. So we'll assume that people who are looking for an upgrade in their product, which makes their performance, I mean, which makes their daily task even more performing well, and which can help them in shooting good videos and maintain a good device in their hand. So, based on all these things, taking all these consideration, they can price the product. So, the people are the product is saying that I can shot such good videos which can which are competing with DSLR. I am the world's best performing device. No other device in this world performs as me. So, how much am I worth? So the question will be left to the audience only. So they will be thinking that this will be such a great thing. So the perception in our mind, what comes in first? So when we say DSLR, what comes in mind? Array, this would be somewhere around 40,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. And because the value of DSLR is been taken up because of you're using that special equipment in making videos, making movies. So movies is such a great thing ki only few people can do this. Only there is some kind of exclusivity in this, and in such actions, if these kind of products are being used, then the complete talk around the product goes up in the market, right? So these kind of elements can help us in deciding the pricing. Everybody got this, right? Anybody has any question so far, or anything to say?
Pooja,
Yes.
I have a question. So you're
Yeah.
saying that the four P's of marketing mix, and
Yes.
so basically so doing a marketing, so one of the P will be like pegged higher. Is it like that? Like if in Pratik's example, like he's looking for an upgradation, so for him the feature of the product in the marketing will be the best marketing for him. So like
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. Exactly.
है ना?
So
So like that, according to our target audience, once we do an ICP on our product, that ways we can figure out what is the major spike in him, like
yeah.
what is he most sensitive about, either price or product. So we can understand between price and product. Like price sensitive हो गया तो या product feature चाहिए. But what
Yeah.
about place and promotion?
Yeah.
Like
I'm
how does?
coming. I was
Okay,
about to
okay,
come.
yeah, okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So price and product is clear, right? Now we'll come to place. So place in the sense it could be a physical location or it could be a online location. I mean online platform. Okay, so I'll sell. Uh, let's say I'll sell vada pav in Reliance Digital. Would it work? Anybody say? I'll sell vada pav in Reliance Digital showroom,
No.
right? And I'll sell the same. I'll sell iPhone. This is, I think, even more better example. I'll sell iPhone in roadside. I'll this is a real phone. I'll directly get it from the dealer, and I'll put it in on the market. I'll say ki 1 lakh rupee, 1 lakh rupee, 1 lakh rupee, le lo. What happens? So this won't work, right? So this is called as place. How convenient or how trustworthy you are making your customer to feel while making a purchase decision. Everything comes under place. So let's say there is you can eat food in your college canteen, and you can also eat food. I mean, outside your college. So if the critical aspect like pricing and taste matters the most, then you will choose the best one, right? If college canteen is best, you will go to college canteen, or if your Bahar ka jo bhi canteen is best, then you will go to that. But if both are same, both are equally priced, both are equally tasting, then you will have the confusion. Then the place matter comes. What is very much near to you? Which location is very much convenient to you? Will play a major role. Which is very much convenient to you is your college canteen. You can just take 2 steps and your college canteen will be there. The same taste that you will get outside, the same pricing, everything is same. Only the convenience is the walking distance. So these are few things that you need to keep in mind while placing your product. Where exactly you need to place your product? Is it in an online store, or is it in a offline location? Can I sell cars in through a website? Then at least now people are trying to do that, but back then that would be a stupid idea, right? Because people want to touch the car, people want to take a test drive on the car, people want to feel the car, people want to take photos, take perceptions of their friends. How is this car? Will it be going well? There are n number of things needs to be taken as consideration before placing it. So I cannot sell a car, or I cannot sell a bike in an online platform. I can only sell these kind of goods in an offline location. So you need to be very clear where your product lies. Where can your product actually be sold? And in such a way that your customer needs to be feeling, this is something which is very trustworthy. Okay. So that comes in placing. And then comes the promotion. So how are you going to promote your product in such a way that the pricing and the placing, everything is been understood by your consumer? Will comes under the promotion. So you can take the example of I've seen this amazing example of Rolls Royce. So Rolls Royce is such a legendary car. It's said to be one of the expensive car in this world. So, can are they running Google ads, or are they running Instagram ads? Have you seen any?
No.
No.
Yeah, but how are they making sales? How are they doing it? Any idea?
The targeted audience are different. So like
Yeah. So,
different way.
okay. So I'll just explain. So how are they doing this? Exactly, it is true. The target audience are different. So how are they even reaching those kind of target audience?
It is like mouth of word. It is mouth of
In
word because generally the people who are not earning more, they see the people who are earning more to try to get them. And the people who are earning more, buy Rolls Royce to show that we have
Hmm.
this luxury because this is handcrafted. Like
Hmm.
every each and every part that is handcrafted and designing also, and it is very very highly customizable. So the people who can afford it, they are buying it, and the people who can't afford it are seeing those people who can afford it, and then they have a desire to buy it. So there is no need of from marketing like Google ads and all like that.
Exactly. Now the question comes is, how did they even start? This everything that you said is absolutely true, but this happened after after they getting some kind of traction. They have projected themselves in such a way that they are huge, and then people interpreted around their assumptions. Key, this is handcrafted. This can be highly customized. That happened afterwards. But what? How did they do that in the initial stage? So I was looking at a video which explained this complete strategy. So when they were Rolls Royce, when they were starting their journey, so I mean very long back. They said that this is such a premium car which can be only afforded by people who are earning so much, who are earning at least in lakhs per month or crores in per month. So only those kind of people can afford this car, and I need to maintain some kind of discipline to this car. I need to maintain some kind of strict rules to this car. Ki, only such influential people can buy. If you give me 10 crores, I will not give you the car. If you are influential, then I will give you the car. So how do they market everything in a good packaged way? They simply have took their car and kept in beside of a private jet. Okay, so there is a private jet on a runway, and just beside it there is a Rolls Royce car. So now, just think of the perception of people who usually travels in private jets, who are very much influential or who are have so much of money. They can only travel in private jets, right? And when they look at a car which is beside them, that too on a highly restricted runway, then what would happen in their perception? The mind of the person would be, "Arey, this I'm going in a private jet. I am such a great person, and this is such highly secured location and such a great place. Even though this car is beside my private jet, so what is the level of this car?" So people started thinking like that, and then the initial traction came. People who have traveled through those private jets eventually converted and became the customers of Rolls Royce. Right. So, hello, hello.
Yeah, yeah.
My screen is visible, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. So even though sometimes there is no kind of direct marketing strategy. You need to think very much differently. You need to think like a mad person. You need to test law like a mad person to build something great. Okay. So this comes under promotion. So these four P's are clear, right? Anybody has any question in this?
No.
Okay. So Sindhu, Jugal, Pratik, Abhinandan, anybody has any question?
No, Tejabai.
Okay. Okay. So now I'll go to the very important point which even Jugal has raised. So it is called the fifth P. Okay. So the fifth P is very lessly spoken, but it is a very, very important thing which tells us about whom exactly you need to market. Okay, so the fifth P is people. So people, if you go in deeper, then it is called as target group. And if you go even deeper, then it comes ICP, ideal customer persona or ideal customer profile. So if you have attended the boot camp, right? So how many of you remember this concept? I've said this thing: innovators, early adopters, early majority. How many of you remember this?
I remember.
Can you guys raise your hand if you remember? Okay. Uh, the remaining Sindhu, you are online, right?
Yes, Teja, but I didn't.
Yeah. Okay, okay, no problem. So this I'll just give a brief of this chart. So this chart is from a book called Start with Why. It is from Simon Sinek. So this curve says that how a customer or how a person makes a purchase decision, or where are your target audience lying? Where are your audience lying? So he has divided the entire world into these five parts. One is innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. So innovators are those people who actually invent things. Okay, who are very much curious of innovations. So you can say Apple is an innovation, Microsoft, Google, all these things are innovations. So you can say that these are like kind of a startup founders or product people. This is a very great product people. So they build things, they understand innovation, and they already always try to innovate. And these early adopters are those people, 13.5% of this entire world of 8 billion people are early adopters. So these people are in like they, if any new product come into the market, they don't wait for any clarification, or they don't wait for any confirmation saying that this is a good product. I'll try. I'll try and I'll test it out by myself. See, this is a good product for me or not. So those are called as early adopters. In Play Store, if you have seen, there is an access, especially for early adopters, right? There is something called beta testing. So these people come under early adopters. Have you seen beta testing anytime?
Yeah, yeah,
Join beta करके एक option है,
Yeah, yes, yeah.
right? And then early majority. Early majority are those people who need some kind of clarification, not more. If they see one or two testimonial videos, or if they see one or two success stories, then they'll immediately convert and become your customers. Late majority are those kind of people who need, they need you need so much of focus on them. Then only they might convert. They can we cannot guarantee that they will convert. They might convert. So they need so much of social proofing. They need so much of testimonial. They need so much of success stories. This will definitely happen. And for these kind of people, people offer no this thing, no questions asked, your money will be refunded. So this kind of harsh decisions needs to be taken care to convert these kind of people, late majority. People who don't even trust a brand, but they want to try something. So if I get some kind of push from the seller also, this is if he says some success stories, or if he gives some warranty, guarantee, or any kind of return policy, you can return this money, return this and take money. I will ask no questions. These kind of offers needs to be given to them. So those people come under late majority. And laggards are those people who don't very quickly convert. So they are even worse than late majority. I think not worse. It is end of the day in the individual decision. So laggards, those people, they don't even convert. So if you need to convert them, you need to be an Apple. So Apple, there is no need of converting their customer to buy an Apple phone. There is no need of converting a person to buy BMW, Ferrari. If they come to the store, they will definitely buy. If they don't buy, eventually they will buy. It's not like you need to convert them. So if you are such kind of a brand, then even you can capture these kind of people, right? So where do your customer lie in the initial stages? Is a question. Where are they? Early adopters, early majority, late majority. In these three, where are they? Any opinion?
What's the question, Teja? Can you please come again?
Where are your customers lying? Ideal customers lying? In this chart. At least guess, just guess.
The
Late
early,
majority.
Okay. And the second answer was?
I think it's early and late.
Early and late.
Yes, early majority and late majority is what, like Abhi said late majority, I said early majority.
Okay. So your target audience lie in between these three. I mean, early adopters, early majority, late majority. But your customers lie in between early adopters and early majority. Okay. So when I say customer and target audience, that is, there is a difference. So let's say I assume that I'm a poor person, and I only have a salary of 10,000 or 20,000 or 15,000, and bare minimumly I am paying my college fee, or at least I'm the only person who, or I only have one helping hand. So all put together, my household income is around 30,000 per month. Think that. And my expenses are coming around 25,000. So I'm only left over with 5,000 rupees. So I come under a poor category person. So, but there is some kind of jackpot for me. Some suddenly when I was going, let's say suddenly I found some gold or some metal, and then just withdraw it to the money, or I won some lottery, or suddenly and by looking at my talent, one influential person has given me some kind of reward, and if I'm taking those money and making a purchase decision to buy Apple mobile, I come under their customer. I'm not their target audience. They are not originally targeting me. They are only targeting those influential people. But I am, but they cannot deny key. If you want to buy the mobile, they will not say that you are not my target audience. It not means that he might not be a customer. So people apart from your target audience can also become your customers, but that takes so much time that you need a very good brand perception in market. You need a very great presence in market to do that. So customers lie in late majority, and target group lie in this early adopters and early majority. And now comes this ideal customer persona, which is ICP. ICP, I'll show you the meaning of ICP. So ICP is ideal customer persona. So this definition is very beautifully written by HubSpot. Yeah, HubSpot. A semi-fictional or generalized representation of your customer is called ICP. Okay. Just think of a character. Just think of a person. That person is your ICP, and how that person needs to be described, we'll look at it in the next slides. Okay. So these ICP people come in these early adopters. They want to try your product. They are the lowest hanging fruit. In the solutioning class, you might have heard this key. You need to use agile method. You need to go with the lowest hanging fruit. So these are your lowest hanging fruits. How do we capture is the question. So there is some in this ICP. There are three very important things. First is demographics, second is behavior, and third is interest. Okay. So we'll go deep what exactly demographics is, behavior is, and interest is. So simply demographics is like what is their age, what is their gender, how do they dress up, and all these things. Behavior is how do they behave when they are in let's say in a mobile store or in a purchase decision. Or and interest is what do they do in their free time? What are their interests? How do they end up their day, or how do they start their day? Everything comes under this interest. Now we'll do a small case study on Apple. Okay, we'll look at the Apple ICP, ideal customer profile. So this is just a rough estimate. I mean, an assumption example on Apple. So these are the demographics of Apple ICP. So if you look at the age, it is 18 to 45, right? So Apple company is saying that people above 45 are might be my target audience, but are not my ideal customer profile. Okay, in that case, I think this 18 also needs to be even moved forward. It should be somewhere around 25 to 45 or 30 to 45, because only those people earn a lot. I mean, they have the capacity to earn, and they earn also, and they also are also ready to spend so much on Apple products. Okay, so let's consider the age as 25 to 45. And above 45 people are not their target or not their ideal customer profile, because above 45 people are usually they are old, and they cannot understand technology much. They cannot understand this Apple product only. So this is age. So who is your target audience exactly? What is the age bracket? And next comes is gender. Gender is they said that they'll mainly focus on males and females. And then life cycle stages. How is their marriage life? Okay, so are they married, or are they not married, or they're still bachelors? So they are saying that bachelor stage people, newly married couple, full nest one and full nest two. These are my target, are my ICP. So bachelors are, let's say, college going students, or they are working professional, but staying in a separate room, and newly married couple. And then full nest one is simple. If a couple if a married couple have a child under 6 years, then it is called as full nest one. Fullness 2 is if a couple, married couple, has a child under 6 years and has another child who are above 6 years. Comes under fullness 2. You guys are clear of this, right? Fullness 1 and fullness 2. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So why did they even go such deep? Fullness 1, fullness 2, newly married couple, bachelor stage. Why do they even want to think that? So because they are saying that people who are marrying have some kind of financial planning in their minds. They can afford things. They can be eligible to buy such a high value good. And they have very clearly mentioned that fullness 1 and fullness 2. They will not target the ideal people who are, let's say, above 50 years or above 45 years. So if the child is, let's say, 10 years, then what would the average age be of a parent? Any guesses? If the child age is 10, what is the age of the parent, the father or mother?
30 to 34.
Yeah. So 30 to 34, those kind of people can understand technology. Those kind of people can actually have an intention at least to buy such kind of new technology devices. Okay. So this is why they have chosen these people. And then comes the income is they said that higher earnings. So people who earn let's say above 50,000 or above 60,000 are only my ideal customer profiles. So people who earn, let's say, 20,000 30,000 cannot buy my phone, so they are not my ideal customer profiles. And then the occupation is the professional people, managers or the executive people. They are only the people will be mainly looking forward to buy such high priced mobiles, because they are in manager position, they are in executive positions. They need to have some kind of pride in themselves, they need to show some kind of status symbol. So they prefer Apple mobile as a status symbol to them. And professionals for their efficiency in their work, to boost their performance or for very good camera work and all these things, they might buy their product. So taking all this consideration, you need to you make circles, you need to find the intersection part. Okay. You need to also find the person who is falling in between the age of 25 to 45. You need to also find the person who is coming under the this marriage criteria. He needs to be a newly married couple. You should also be focusing on the higher income. In this newly married couple also, I don't want people who are earning 30,000. I want people who are earning 50,000 and they are married, or they are bachelors. And even if they are married and even if they are earning high, I want specifically those people who are earning more, who are in having some kind of relationships and are in executive positions. Because if and now by creating this kind of intersection, you will find a sweet spot. This person, this specific person with this can easily convert if I sell. So this is called as ideal customer profile. Ideal customer, simply to say, if I go and pitch my product to them, he will directly buy it from me in 1 or 2 follow-ups. Okay, so these people come under ideal customer profile. In demographics, now behavior. How is the behavior of a Apple user, or how is the behavior of a person who is going to make a purchase decision in Apple? So degree of loyalty, what kind of loyalty needs to be seen in him or her to be my customer? He need to be a hardcore loyal. There is another thing also called as switchers. Switchers are those people who think they try different products, and if they don't like this, they go to this. If they don't like this, they go to this. But look at customers of Apple, look at customers of Nike, look at customers of Adidas. They don't switch. Even if the product is not good, they will take the alternative product of the same company, but they don't switch the brand. Right? Those are loyal people. And the Apple is saying that those kind of people only I need. And then benefits are, what kind of benefit they are seeking after while making a purchase decision. They are having a sense of achievement. They are having this self expression. They need the speed of service. They need advanced features and capabilities. All these things are been in their mind while making a purchase decision, or while at least thinking of that product. They are thinking of all these things while making a thought. So those people who think like this are my customers. And then personality. How is the personality of the person? So one is determined, and then ambitious. The person needs to be so determined, so ambitious, such that he need to make this product as their status symbol. He needs to make this product as something great. So those people only are my ideal customer profiles. And user status. Are they currently using my product, or are they new users who might be my potential customers? So they are targeting both who are not using the product, and who are let's say my potential customer. So potential customer comes when finding that intersection of all these things. Okay, so this is behavior. Now final thing is interest. Interest is how is the person, what are the person's interest of a Apple customer? Is he in what is he doing in free time, or what is he doing in his daily activities? Is he reading a book, or is he riding a bike, or is he driving a car? Is he frequently going to movies? What are their interests? Why do we even need to find these things? Why is this very much important? So I'll give you a very small example. I'll say if a person, let's say I'm selling a product of Timex, and if I'll say that the Timex product is priced around the watch is priced around 10,000 rupees, and if I'm saying that person who is buying a product which is above 5,000 rupees in the same category can also be my customer. Or I can say that person who is spending more money to get even less value, that means that he is a rich person. He needs that quality, and that quality also resonates with this Timex brand or Titan brand. So those can be my customers. In this way, people will assume, the marketers will assume that if this is the interest of that person, then he is my customer. If this is not the interest of this person, then he is not my customer. So in terms of Apple, so technology, so they are very tech savvy, and when coming to design, they always look for high quality designs. And when coming to lifestyle, they always think that it is going to be a brand symbol. They always prefer branded items, such as Levi's or Nike, as I said, or they'll always think of high value goods, and they'll always make a purchase of high value goods only. And they are highly looking forward for new innovations. They might not be the innovators, but they are looking forward for innovations. And they might be interested in music, photography, video editing, and these kind of multimedia activities. Okay, so these are the interests of the customer who is a Apple ICP. Okay, you got this right? How many of you understood this? This
Got
demographics, behavior, and I see interest. Abhinandan, Pratik, Sindhu. Any questions?
I have Tejabai. Actually, in the loyalty section, you said they should be very high loyal. So how should they identify these person are loyal?
Yeah, I was literally waiting for this question. Anybody ask this question? Okay, so I'll give you the perspective of digital marketing. How are people marketing digitally? People market digitally by taking the reference of a different alternative brand. So how the digital the ad system work is, so if I buy a product by looking at an ad, then the algorithm will think that he has looked an ad and made a purchase decision. So most likely he can also be converted to another ad also, right? So these kind of sections will be will be looking in the market. So he might not be the ideally he might not ideally using this Apple brand, but he might be the loyal fan of Nike, which is even more previously launched than Apple. So if that customer is very loyal to Nike, then we can think that he will also be very loyal to my Apple phone. Okay. If that customer is very loyal to Adidas, then I can think that he will also be very loyal to Apple phone. And you should be very the basic thing that needs to come in mind is you cannot give him a Micromax, or you cannot give him a Xiaomi Mi phone, Realme phone, and you say that he is very loyal to Apple phone, so he'll also be loyal to my phone. You should also build the product. It again go back to the value proposition. So how strongly you are delivering the value, how strongly you are deriving and delivering the value to the customer in such a way that you can assume at least he is a loyal customer to that brand, will also be the loyal customer to my brand. And if he or she tries my brand once, definitely he will recur. He will definitely come back to me again. So you need to make the product in such a way also. Okay. So did I answer your question, Pratik?
Yes, Teja. Yes, Teja.
Yeah. So Sindhu, Abhinandan, any questions? Hello.
Yeah, no questions.
Okay.
No.
Sindhu, you have any questions?
No, Teja, I'm good.
You got this right so far?
Yes, yeah. I'm getting
Okay.
that.
So now we'll enter into this thing. What is this marketing versus digital marketing? So can anybody say what do you understand by this? What is marketing? What is digital marketing?
Digital marketing means I have done digital marketing, and digital marketing means you are marketing your product, your services on screen
Okay.
digitally.
Actually, marketing is a general term. Like marketing is basically the promoting anywhere, but digital marketing basically is understanding of algorithms of different apps, application or softwares. So the product that you are pitching, or the product you are floating on the internet, comes ahead of other products. So to understand that algorithm in such a way, that is called digital marketing. For example, like in YouTube and Instagram, you have to put some hashtags, so it will be come up. So it's like that.
Yeah. Exactly. So the marketing is the umbrella word. Marketing is so huge. Digital marketing is one aspect of this marketing. So before the internet was booming, like the internet actually penetrated into the market in 2016 after Geo 4G, right? Before even internet, I can say that before 2016, there was the demand of digital marketing was very less because people don't even have access to digital goods, right? So even though they have access, they cannot even browse things. Even to browse one thing, it takes so much time, so that is not a reliable option to focus on. So people used to only do offline marketing. So they used to put some banners, or they used to do some TV ads. So these kind of things come under I mean marketing and digital marketing. Okay, so marketing is the umbrella word, digital marketing is one aspect of the word. We are just adding digital element to it. Marketing, there is no digital element. In digital marketing, there is a digital element. You're marketing, you're taking your product from your store to customer's house digitally using online media. That is called digital marketing. Now digital marketing usually doesn't mean only ads. So usually people have a misconception that digital marketing is ads, but digital marketing is not only ads. As I said, marketing is the umbrella word here. If digital marketing is the umbrella word, ads, running ads is one aspect of digital marketing. Okay, so many things come under digital marketing. So social media management, marketing, or email marketing, performance marketing is nothing but running ads. So these kind of things also come under digital marketing. So here is a list. Here is a mind map of digital marketing. What exactly what things comes under digital marketing. So you just take the in the word marketing. You just put this key taking your product to the customer. You are taking your product to the customer using a website. You are taking your product to the customer by doing SEO. SEO is nothing but optimizing your website or optimizing your page in such a way that it is falling, it is going to the top, so that your customer can reach. So this also comes under digital marketing. Taking your product to the customer using social media, taking your product to the customer using paid promotions, taking your product to the customer using content writing. Same goes with email marketing, affiliate marketing, and video marketing. So these all things comes under digital marketing. And now this is very very important thing, and everyone needs to understand this. And Sindhu, you have said the answer right in the very start. How do you have bought some product? So how did you make that purchase decision? Is the answer in this? So there is something called as AIDA. AIDA. This is a model. This is a simple understanding on how people take actions to and how people convert to sales. So when you run ads or when you show awareness in the market, you just launch the product in the market. Some people are talking about it, or you are only talking about it, or let's say you are run some TV ads or run some digital ads. Then that comes under awareness. So you are spreading awareness of your product. And if the awareness is so much, then the customer, the person who is watching your ad or person who is watching your campaign will get so much interested in your product. Yeah, what can be the example of that? Uh, so this thing, Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk, right? The song, right? Kiss Me song. So we have seen Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk such so many times. Whenever we are that has become an interest for us now. Whenever we are bored, we eat Cadbury. Whenever we are bored, we eat five star. And marketers also do building campaigns in such a way that it will resonate to you. So this amazing ad, five star, right? Eat five star, do nothing. So if you whenever you eat five star, then subconsciously you will be resonating with that ad or with their messaging. So that comes under interest. So you get some kind of interest in your while doing so much of awareness. And then if you get so much awareness, so much of interest, then you desire to have that product. Why is this product not in my hand? Is the question that everybody gets. So look at this usually works very well in electronics. Electronics are the attractive thing, at least for me. I get very much attracted to electronics. So I buy things by looking at this only. I when I bought a Samsung pad, I only thought that why is this product not in my hand? And when I bought this mouse or when I bought this keyboard, I only thought that why is this not in my hand? Because I have been pushed so much in my mind by these ads. I kept looking on these ads. I was so much impacted. I was so much impressed by their design. I was so much impressed by their performance. Then I became very much desire to make a purchase decision. And then comes the action. If you are so much desired, then you take an action. You need to be very you will only make a purchase decision if you are very much uh, very much convinced to buy that product, at least for high value goods. So you might not think so much to buy a small five star or small dairy milk, but you might think so much to buy an Apple phone or to buy a product which is above 500 or above 1000 at least, because that is going to impact, right? And this action again goes back to the value proposition. People will always judge you. People will always think that this product, they will value your product. Key, this product is a dairy milk. This is so much so long. There are only 8 cubes in this. Why should I pay 100 or 200 rupees to this? I will only pay 20 or 30 rupees. So the pricing also comes in matters key. The pricing, someone asked, I think in the starting this question, how do we derive price? So these things needs to be taken as consideration. Key, you look at the value proposition and you make the customer think that this is worth of this price. I cannot value this mouse at 20,000 rupees because this is just a mouse, but I can value my mobile at 20,000 rupees because the value proposition is different. I can do n number of things with my mobile, but I can do only one thing with this mouse. So this pricing 20,000 rupees for n number of things is at least acceptable when compared to one thing. So people think so much while taking an action that everything that comes under is desire. So you need to capture those people in that stage only. You need to that's why when you look at let's say you are in some official store, not in Flipkart or Amazon. Let's say the product is Samsung or an Apple. If you look at product twice, thrice, then suddenly a few pop-ups come ki exclusive discount, 10% discount exclusively for you, student discount exclusively for you. So this sale is going exclusively for you. That comes because they are forcing you to take that action as soon as possible before you go back to interest again. Okay, someone would come and say that, "Arey, why are you buying this product? This is a waste product. Even I'm using." Before that, you need to make a purchase decision, right? So people try to convert so much in this desire stage only. So this is called as ADA model. You got this, everybody? Hello.
Yes, Siddharth.
Yeah. Now comes the golden circle. So how do we even design our campaign? Aslesha asked this question. Pratik, yesterday I was all you when you have shared the poster to me. Now you will get a clarity why I said project the main title in the circle. Okay. So I think most of them are. Everybody know this golden circle. We have talked this about this in our self discovery, but this also works in marketing. This also is been used in marketing by every marketer, I could say. So in this golden circle, if we look this with a marketing perspective, so there is a why. Why is the purpose? Why should one person come to you? Why should one person buy your product? Why should one person take action against your product? Is the why. That should be very, very clear with huge wordings and all. Okay. So and today now it is night, so I cannot show you the hoardings nearby. So there is a banner which of ancient paints, I guess, ancient or some paints, which has very clearly presented very simply only one word, which is clearly stating their purpose. Okay, I don't remember that word. I would have shown you if this was morning, but I have another example also. So when comes to how, that is a process. So how is this entire thing going to work in such a way that I'll reach my why? I will achieve my purpose. So if I say that you are going to get a product which can shoot amazing videos, and you are making a promise here also, key that video cannot be compared by rest other video shots that have been taken by any great professional camera in this world. If you are saying such huge words, you need to also show the way. How is this possible? How are you going to do this? And then comes the what is the result, what am I getting when I take an action, when I go to this process to why, what am I getting end result. So we'll take a look at the poster done by 18 startup only. So become a tech co-founder in a startup. So I think tech person is Sindhu. So Sindhu, can you please tell me what do you understand by looking at this poster? What do you get at very fastly? What do you get in your mind? Hello.
Yeah, Durga.
Yes. What do you get in mind by looking at this poster?
So whoever is not a tech, like they will become a, I mean, this is like specifically for tech co-founders. I mean, who are interested in tech and they want to join in a startup.
Yeah, exactly. So how did you even know by looking at just a poster? Ki, if there is a tech person who is interested in a startup, you can become a co-founder in a startup. So how can a person come to that thing? So if you, I'll just go to the next slide, which shows the purpose and the process. So, become a tech co-founder in a startup is why and what is the purpose and also the result. So, what happens? And if you look at this poster or if you take action, which is below this poster, like just a registration link or an apply button, what happens to you? You will become a tech co-founder in a startup. That happens to you. And why should you come to this program or to this virtual networking arena? Because you can become a co-founder, tech co-founder in a startup. So the value proposition is very simple. If you are a tech person and if you want to become a tech co-founder in a startup, this poster is for you. This program is for you, and the end result is you will become a tech co-founder in a startup. The messaging way is very clear, and then comes the how part. How is this going to happen? How am I going to make this happen? I am going to conduct a virtual networking arena, this thing, virtual networking arena, where people come and meet tech co-founders and they meet startup founders and they mingle and they form some kind of synergies and become tech co-founders, and startup founders will find tech people. So this is how it is going to happen. Now, while creating a design or while doing a campaign, you need to be very clear. Where is the look going at first of the customer? So Sindhu said that becoming a if you are a co-founder, a tech co-founder, you in a startup. I mean, you can become a co-founder in a startup if you are a tech person. She didn't say that virtual networking arena is going to happen on 16th June 2024, 6 p.m. Or there, she didn't say that there is a scan, or she didn't say that there is your previous startup called as Red String. You have done this with collaboration. She didn't say anything. She only said that she only talked about this tech co-founder in a startup. Why? Because the that thing is only visible to us first. That thing is written in such a way that it is visible to us first. While designing a poster or while designing a campaign, you need to give an option to the customer where exactly to start from. Should I start from this point? Should I start from this point? Should I start from this point? Right. I was looking at this uh, video. This I'll show you. Hopefully, if I'll get it. So, if you look at this video, yeah, sorry, this picture at least, right? So, what do you see in this? Whom do you look at first? That is my question. Whom is your focus on?
Ranbir Kapoor.
Yeah, because it is presented in such a way that you will look at him only first. You will not look at this person behind you, or you will not look at this person behind, because they are the intensity of them is lower, and the intensity, the saturation, the contrast of Kapoor is high. In such
Yes,
a,
yes.
so this is making us think that this is the main character, this is the main purpose, this is the main thing that I need to focus on. You need to give a starting point to the customer. Now I look at Ranveer Kapoor, and then if any person does the action, then I'll go back and see this person is also doing something great. So you need to give a starting point to this. So similarly, when you look at a poster, you are giving a starting point. This is a starting point. And why is this a starting point? Because this is highlighted with an orange color, which is our brand color, and then a black color, and then this is written very big when compared to the remaining things. This is small, this is small, this is small, everything is small, only this text is big. So this is forcing you to look at this specific part first. and then all the remaining things next, right? So this is how we create campaign. This is how we project our why, or project our result in the poster. So when a person looks at this, when the target audience looks at this, they are very clear why are they clicking on the ad, or why are they clicking on the apply button, because they want to become tech co-founder. If they don't want to become a tech co-founder, they will not click. And if you think that I am putting this virtual networking arena above and this below, with the font, exchanging the font, this is shown very big, this is shown very small, then people will look at this first and think that what is this virtual networking arena? I don't even know this. I never heard of this. And then if because since people are looking at this first, they take so much time to convert, and that will cost us so much of money also, right? So these kind of things needs to be taken care while designing the campaign. Now, if possible, Pratik. So look at this, Pratik. So where is the starting point in this?
Goa zone.
Yeah, Goa is on. Now you're showing this to the customer. Goa is on. What does he understand by Goa is on? Goa is on. Goa is always on, right? So you while doing this kind of campaigns, you should not give a kind of doubtful or riskyful element in your posters. People should not think that what is this. People should think that, oh, this is the thing that I'm looking for. You should directly give the answer. You should not give the question. Okay, you should show that, or you should give the question in such a way that they'll answer the way you want. Okay, if there is a poster, scuba diving. Scuba diving is the activity that you are going to do. But what way, I am not able to see where is your why. Why would one want to do scuba diving? So you can, in this space, you can use these words called adventure, adventure in Goa, or adventure in adventure under sea, or something like that. You can come up with creative things. You need to show your why. Why would someone do scuba diving? Is your why? Scuba diving is the process. Okay, so that needs to be projected in the main thing. Where is the person looking at first? And if you look at this poster and this poster, in this poster, I'm looking at Goa is on first, this specific part first. But in this poster, I'm looking at this, at least as an individual, I'm looking at scuba diving first, right? So but the main title is lying here. So you need to be also designing in this in such a way that I look at this only first, or I look at this only first. I'll not get confused between both. Should I look this or should I look this? In this, at least in this, I'm very clear. I should look at this only, because if you look at the color intensity and the font size, it is small. Here the color intensity is more and the font size is also more. So that is giving a kind of confusion. Here it is very clear, and if you can make these gumakars also small, because that is again a distracting element for us, right? That will distract me to find my starting point. So in this way, we need to be very clear where exactly our customer needs to look at while doing this campaign. And if you are not doing that, then the conversion of customer takes so much time and will consume all your resources, and that will be a very costly procedure. Okay, so you need to be very clear on that. You got that right, Pratik?
Yeah, thank you very much, Tejabhai.
Yeah. So Sindhu and Abhinandan, you got that? Any questions?
No, Teja. I think I'm good.
You have understood this?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Abhinandan.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yeah. So there is something called as CAC. You guys know this, right? Customer acquisition cost. So how
Yeah.
much am I spending on one client or on one customer to do a sale, or at least to make a thought in his mind to I need to buy this? How much cost am I putting on it? So that is called as customer acquisition cost. If you make a bad campaign, or if you make a bad poster, then the customer acquisition cost goes very high. You look at Apple ads. Okay, Apple also do ads. So when you look at Apple ads, and if you are the targeted customer, then their customer acquisition cost is very less when compared to their product price, because their campaign is very clearly focusing on their values. They are very clearly showing how what exactly are going to get when you buy this product. So because of that, the ad is not, I mean, you are not looking at that ad again and again. You are only looking at that ad 2 or 3 times and making a decision. If you look at the ad 10 times, 20 times, and 30 times, then that means that your campaign is not running good. There is some problem with your positioning. You need to change it, or else there will be lots of cost for your marketing campaign. So everything comes under this CAC only. So in this way, the CAC will be also varying. Okay, good poster CAC will be 100, bad poster CAC would be 500. So to get one customer, I was only spending 100, and with a bad poster, I'm spending 500 rupees to get one customer. So 400 rupees is lost for me, right? So that is one thing you need to be keeping in mind. Then the final part is taking liberty. Be creative, use trial and error method. Okay, so I'll give you a amazing example. This is literally amazing. So when I say red, what do you feel? Red.
Love.
Red is okay. And
Danger.
Danger,
okay,
yeah.
danger. Okay.
Fire,
Yeah, exactly.
power,
So
more power.
yeah, exactly true. So now, at least with the help of social media, digital presence, the WhatsApp made I mean, Google made the emoji of heart in red shape. So we are perceiving that it is red, and by getting so much of knowledge that our blood is in red, so our heart shape will also be in red. So we are getting some kind of knowledge. Back in those days, we didn't have so much of knowledge, and we used to think that red danger, red is bad, red is sad, all negative things. But Coca-Cola brand color is red, and Coca-Cola represents that happiness. So how do they make this happen? Red is representing danger, red is representing sadness, but their brand was happy. Any person who consumes Coca-Cola will become happy. They want to project that, but their color is not allowing that. What do they do? Any idea? Any idea, guys?
No, the
So we can't even imagine that kind of marketing strategy. Okay, they have done a very brilliant job, and that was a very bold step. Okay, so in those days, while red color was very much consumed as a danger thing, they said that in those days only Santa Claus was in the color of blue. Okay, in 1900s, Santa Claus was in the color of blue, not in red actually. Then a marketeer said that Santa Claus is a symbol of happiness. Whenever Santa Claus comes, we become happy. Whenever Santa Claus comes, children become happy. There is so much of joy, there is so much of fun. Then they have invested so much of money, and they changed the color of Santa Claus from blue to red. Now, what is Santa Claus? Happy. What is red? Danger. When red joined with happiness, their perception of the people completely changed. Santa Claus is coming in red color. They don't think that they are coming in red color, but subconsciously they will that will be in our mind ki Santa Claus आ रहा है तो happiness आ रहा है. Santa Claus कैसे होता है? Red color में होता है. तो red हो सकता है happiness, right? So they have taken such a bold step, and they have done this campaign, and that was successful. And even now, their brand color is red, which represents happiness. They are able to do that. And Coca-Cola is one of the bestseller drink in the entire world, right? They are having the most market share in the entire world. How did they do this? By taking liberty. They didn't say that this is not my control. This is not in my control. I cannot. How can I change Santa Claus color? How can I change the perceptions of mine? That might definitely take time, but they have done that. Second thing, Red Bull. When the sales of Red Bull was very low, they have taken a bold step. I think the story you might have also known. They have put all the Red Bull trash cans in a very huge dustbin, and they have thrown some Red Bull cans here and there. What would people think? This is such a demanding thing. Everybody in this locality are drinking the Red Bull. So I should also try this. So you need to take liberty. You need to be very much open to do stupid things. Because in past, there is a history, there is proof that doing stupid things has really given success. This Jeep also, right? The car. Everybody knows Jeep, right? It looked like a car. Okay, so while launching Jeep, they said that this will become the horse for Americans, like in olden days. So they have designed Jeep, and that was very much efficient. That was very much going well, but they have done a small mistake. They have the headlights. The shape of the headlights was in the shape of square. The shape of eyes of a horse are not in square, are in circle. Then a marketer said that their sales were very low, but although the product was awesome, it was top notch, their sales were very low. The one marketer said that change this a small thing, change this square shaped headlight into circles. That will look like a horse eye. Now the sales drastically went up. Okay, so this is such a stupid thing, but one marketer has taken liberty to improve the sales, right? So you need to think creatively with your products. You need to think creatively with your marketing strategies. So this is one such. What do you look at this? What do you see in this? Anybody?
Not visible.
My screen is
The
not
R,
visible.
the R is inverted. All like in all the places R is inverted. In Aryavrat and brand.
Yeah. Okay. So this board is in Goa only, near our house only. So people are very creative in Goa. So they have just put our mirror image. So why have I taken this photo also? Because I found something different in it. So while doing campaigns, be keep this in mind. Do different. Don't do something statements, and I don't remember this complete phone number, but they remember something which has written such creatively in my near my house, right? So whenever a person inquires me about this, or whenever even I get a thought, I need to market, I need to put a banner in such location, I will first go to this person only, right? Because he has done different firstly, and secondly, I only remember him because he has done differently. I only remember him, and I don't remember any other person, right? So you got this right. You need to do something differently in such a way that people will remember you, like this brand. So take liberty, but don't forget about branding. So branding, what is branding? So final thing. So branding is nothing but gut feeling. So everyone know this gut feeling, right? मुझे feel हो रहा है. You are not practical about it, but you are feeling it. I could feel that this will happen. I could feel that rain is going to come. I could feel that this curry will be worst. I could feel that this hotel is amazing, because and that is called gut feeling, and you need to create such kind of perception in a customer mind. So when you look at McDonald's, or when you look at KFC, or when you look at Apple, you are very clear and you have that gut feeling. Even Apple comes up with a worst product, or Apple comes up with a new product. Let's say Apple 16 or 17, you have that gut feeling that ये तो apple है, कैसे भी अच्छा ही होगा. This is apple. However, it will be very good. There is no point in it. This is McDonald's. The burger that is made by McDonald's, however, it is good. The chicken, the fried chicken from KFC will be definitely good. There is no point in it. So this is called as gut feeling. You need to create such kind of perception in your in the mind of customer. So that's why the hotel chains work very well. At least people who are able to present their brand very good, like Wow Momos. I have this gut feeling. I can say this that Wow Momos में जाएगा तो momos बहुत अच्छा रहेगा definitely. I have this gut feeling that McDonald's में जाएगा तो मैं definitely मेरा वो burger अच्छा रहेगा. But I cannot guarantee that McDonald's में वो आइसक्रीम अच्छा रहेगा. I can guarantee that cream stone में आइसक्रीम अच्छा रहेगा. I can guarantee that Amul में आइसक्रीम अच्छा रहेगा. I cannot guarantee that McDonald's में आइसक्रीम अच्छा रहेगा. So they have created such kind of brand perception, brand feeling for burgers, but they are not able to create such kind of brand perception or gut feeling when coming to ice creams. So this is called branding, the gut feeling. So this is Red Bull. When you look at this, what do you feel? That is in front of you. Am I audible firstly?
Yes, Tejamai.
Yes, yeah, you were audible.
Yeah. So Red Bull markets itself saying that, brands itself saying that this is an energy drink.
Gives you win.
But do you really get energy? Sting is also one thing, right? 20 rupees bottle. It says that it is an energy drink. This is 120 rupees can. It says that it is an energy drink. But the question is, do you really get energy by drinking this? And how are you, when are you purchasing this? Okay, so you might not definitely get this energy while drinking this, but there might be some some ingredients which can give you some kind of stimulation, but cannot give you that kind of energy which shows in ads, right? So when you look at Red Bull ads, or when you look at the Red Bull, I will definitely recommend go look at Red Bull YouTube channel or their Instagram page. You will not find Red Bull can. You will not find a Red Bull person who is promoting Red Bull. Buy a Red Bull energy drink, you will get energy. They will simply do adventure. They will go to skydiving, but the difference is they wear a helmet which has a branding of Red Bull. They wear a T-shirt which has a branding of Red Bull, and they'll jump from sky. They'll do skydiving. They'll do parasailing. They'll do paragliding. They'll do some BMX stunts. So all these things comes under adventure, and this resonates with energy. Adventure can only be done if you have energy. So they are subconsciously influencing your mind, saying that if you drink this, this will happen. If you drink this, you can also do such adventure. So that is your perception when you buy. You don't buy a Red Bull thinking that this is a great cool drink. I will buy this and I will enjoy it with my biryani. Right? You will only think that this is an energy drink. This is something which is going to stimulate me. This is something which is going to keep me awake. Right? But that happens, doesn't happen, that is secondary. But they have created that brand perception. So that is the gut feeling. If although you get the best output, but you will feel, you will get the energy. So final thing, this is a very, very beautiful ad, and I really love this thing. Look at it. Okay. You have seen this, right? So can you tell me what are they trying to project? in this?
That whatever the situation is, but men will be always, affected by women, beautiful
Okay.
women.
Yeah. Not beautiful. Women are obviously beautiful, man. So yes, Indu.
Yeah, I
Sindhu,
think
are
the same, like what Pratik said.
okay. So did any one of you hear any dialogue that they are speaking? Are they these two people or this person who lie down or the nurse who is checking, doctor who is checking? Anybody
No.
talk at least?
No, like they just did an action, and it's like explicitly we
So
are taking a information from that.
yeah, so such a beautiful ad, very beautifully presented. Only 30 seconds. It is saying that men will always be men. Men will be attracted with when looking at a, woman, right? So they have connected this with a brand called Imperial Blue, right? So this is they are marketing this as a musical CD, but it is a beer brand, right? So Imperial Blue, they said that men will be men, Imperial Blue, men will be men, Imperial Blue. So when both come together, they have created a campaign saying that any person who consumes this alcohol or any person who at least consumes this the product of Imperial Blue will become a man. They have created a perception that you will become a man. And what does this term means men in their ads? They are calling a men when they get easily attracted to a woman or when they can attract a woman. Now, if you look at this ad somewhere around here, the girl, I mean the doctor, has started checking normally only, but when the heartbeat went up, she also smiled, right? So the person was able to attract this girl, and this is connected to Imperial Blue. So whoever consumes this brand will become a man, will be able to attract women. So they are projecting this. And then there is something called as if you have seen this ad, McDonald's number one luxury soda, and they will say that number one Yari, right? Have you heard this number one Yari?
Yes, yes.
What are they trying to say? Number one Yari. Who is Yari? Friend. Number one. Sabse zyada best friend. So they are saying that person who is consuming this McDonald's will become, I mean, with friends, will are the best friends. People who are sitting together are the best friends forever. And there is a other brand called Black and White. Black and White. The tagline is made for sharing. Made for sharing. What do you mean by made for sharing? So when people consume alcohol or when people do this kind of thing, they always look for a this thing, right? Company, someone who need to sit behind and spoil their liver. So they are saying that people who drink black and white are made for sharing, are always together. And there is all another famous brand, Old Monk. Old Monk, the name they never presented their. I mean, they have not done. They are not doing at present because they are already doing well. So Old Monk, what does it say? Old Monk. Old is a old represents ki old person, old thing, or very much exclusive, or old is gold. This kind of thing. Monk. Who is a monk? Who is very peaceful, who does nothing, who just sits like this. So he said that old monk is only for those people. If you consume old monk, you will become peaceful. And why do people drink alcohol? They have a perception that if we drink alcohol, if you consume alcohol, your mind will become very peace. You will float in air. You will go to some Swargaloka and come back. And how do they present that? They have named it as old monk. You drink this and you will become an old monk. What does old monk do? Nothing. Right. So this kind of perceptions, this kind of brand images are being created by this ad. What do you pick? is the customer's decision. If you are very much related to this men will be men ad, then you will pick Imperial Blue. If you are very much related to the friendship ad, then you will pick the McDonald's. If you are very much related with the sharing thing, you will pick black and white. If you want to be peaceful, you will pick Old Monk. So every brand has their own perception. Every brand has their own kind of setting in the mind of customer. You got this right? And Abhinandan, you have raised your hand.
Yeah, so I created my own Instagram page for my brand, Mappy Travel
Okay.
Tourism Company. So my question is, how do I get uh, create the perception around travel tourism, and how where I from where I can get the content to post
Yeah.
copyright free content.
So, Abhinandan, as we are everybody in this cohort are in the early stages, right? And I've said the marketing mix, right, at the very beginning. And in the early stages, the only thing that you need to be focusing on this is this thing, marketing mix, the five piece, the four piece, and this five P. If you are very clear, then you will get answers to all your questions. Okay, you just try to derive, make a Google document and derive your product. What is your value proposition and how is the customer feeling while taking your product or your solution? You just write down all the assumptions. Okay, and then we'll test it out with the market and find out is this true or not. And we'll find out the pricing, and we'll find out the place, and then we'll think about where we need to do, where we need to find the stock footage, or where we need to find this kind of how we need to make ads, right? So we need to, firstly we need to be clear of these things. If you are clear of these things, only you can do. If this Imperial Blue is not clear of this product, whom exactly is it made for? They are not saying that old people come drink and drink Imperial Blue. They are not saying that some if you guys are coming with the friends, drink Imperial Blue. They are only saying that if you want to become a man and in such a way that you'll attract women, then only you are my customer. They are very clear of their product. They are very clear of their presentation, right? So okay, Sindhu, no problem. And we are obviously at the end only, so it is done, right? So Abhinandan, you have got this. Yes, Sindhu.
Teja, yeah, one thing, one last thing before dropping off. Vivek's calendar is not working. The link which you shared, it is not working. I tried to book a session, like it is not working though.
Okay, I'll check with him and I'll let you know.
Yeah, okay, okay, all right then. And thank you so much, Teja. Thank you so much for this,
Yeah, yeah,
one session. It's really insightful, and I got a lot of information.
yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Teja. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, you got the answer, Abhinandan?
Yeah, I'm clear about my product, but basically my product is in it's a portal, it's a web portal and a mobile app. And in my mobile app, there are different vendors and different service provider who are going to offer their tours and this kind of products. Travel tourism related products, trips and tours. So
Yes. So can you say me what does your customer do uh, in evening time? What does he do?
my customer, like they uh, they came back from office to home,
Mm-hmm.
and they uh, like
And do your customer read books?
uh, no, basically it's a very broad customer base from 20 to 40 age people, so it's really wide range.
Yeah, so those people might also read books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why I'm asking this question is you need to go through this thing. You need to prepare this ideal customer persona. So without doing this, we cannot do that. Okay. So even while doing even while talking to a customer, you need to be very clear whether he is my customer or not. So you need to have these demographics, you need to have his behavior, you need to have his interest. So for reference, you just go to meta ads. Okay,
Okay.
I'll just take you through this. So you just look at what kind of questions is Meta asking me to just promote this product to my target audience. Okay, so 1 second.
And I just want to create an awareness as of now. There
Yeah.
is something called Mappy exists. So yeah,
Mhm.
for that purpose only, I want to create a channel and gain some followers.
Yeah, so for that you can do. For that you can always do. I mean, you can start with basic posts and basic things, which will help you to do that. Okay, so I'll also share you. You have asked me this thing, right? Where can I find this stock free footage? I'll share with you a few websites. One is Pixels, Pexels,
Yeah, I'm
and
already using that, but I have not found it like a. Um,
yeah, and
I'm
then the
not.
other thing would be Unsplash. Unsplash is also a good thing.
Yeah, I know that Unsplash.
Right, and then Pixabay is also a good thing. So yeah, so if you look at this, 1 second. So you look at this, what kind of things, what kind of questions it is asking to me. So I am saying that people who watch Shark Tank, he is my customer. So what is he doing in his free time? He is watching Shark Tank. What is
Yeah.
he browsing in Google? He is browsing for startup accelerator, seed funding, startup programs, Y Combinator. So you have searched for Y Combinator, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to be such granular, detailed things which can help you in finding your detailed audience. So exactly whom you want to. So if your audience is, let's say, 20, 25 years, then the best marketing strategy would work is memes and resonating them with movie things, movie clips, right? But if your target audience is above 30 or above 35, then your target audience, then you they will be mostly resonating with professional things, right? So in this way, while even designing your Instagram page, you need to be very clear who exactly your target audience are, and what makes them feel good, what makes them think that, "Arey, this is amazing, this is for me only," right?
Yeah, and the travel thing is also what I'm doing currently is now
Mm.
I'm searching for copyright free travel tourism videos like how
Yeah,
they
yeah.
gonna feel
So
in the trip.
I only know few things. One is Mixkit, I know, Mixkit, and the other is Pixabay, and then the other is Pixel,
Upsell.
and the other is Unsplash. Yeah, these things only I know. But if I get anything in mind, I'll just send a message to you.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay. So yeah, you got this right. You need to make this thing. You need to make a document on this.
Okay.
And while marketing, people will ask for this. Whom should I target? You should give this document to them, and they will do this,
Sure, sure.
right? So, and also thing is, you also need to package things well. I used to sell video editing course. I think 1 year ago for 149 rupees only. But literally one customer also didn't come. Now I am selling that same course, nothing is different, same course for 5,000 rupees. And one customer already paid me,
Oh,
right? Why is this happening? Because of packaging. Packaging is nothing but how well you present it to the customer.
yeah,
So
right.
when you said 149, you already devalued your course. You said that
Yeah,
ये तो 149 रुपए में मिलता है इसमें क्या है? you only projected it,
Yeah.
right? And
Because
the way I
it
used to
was
speak
very
also was not so professional in those days. Ki 114 MA, I used to speak very desperately. So I used to always try to convince them. So that didn't work well. So that all these things comes under package. But now when I spoke very professionally, I've shown my skills. I priced it at 5,000.
Yes.
One person has is ready to one person is already paid me, so this also needs to be taken care, package it well. Okay, so your travel thing also, uh, don't just show it as travel. You show something which is very much different or very much needed to the market, and which is very much, I mean, people are looking forward to buy that. Okay.
Yeah. So like I'm working on a strategy like what made them feel when they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
in trip. So I'm posting that kind of footages and images.
Yeah. So you can, the best thing is you just do trial and error only. As I said, you do everything, you will get understanding. So 18 setup cohort 3 applications के लिए we have thought that influencer marketing would work very well. uh, and we have hired a very great influencer also. Very good influencer, has good number of following and very influential face. We expected at least 50 applications that which will come, but only 5 to 6 applications came. We have spent so much of money on it. That was a failure. You need to just test it. Your assumptions would become wrong. The market will make you correct,
Yeah.
right? So try to test it and you will get the answers for everything. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
any questions
Thank
so
you.
far?
Yeah. No, as of now, didn't
Okay.
need any
So, if you have any questions, you just put it in
Yeah.
group or
Yeah.
message me personally. I'll help.
Yeah. I text you. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.